여러분들의 4월 안녕하신가요?
That's so cool. So you were an actor in South Korea?
Like, I want to make my own thing, own story, and I think I'm capable of doing that.
Called poppy syndrome. And the idea is that
안녕 여러분. 저는 지금 노을이 지는 웨스트엔드 강가에 나와 있습니다. 여러분들의 4월 안녕하신가요? 저의 4월도 무탈하게 지나가고 있습니다. 쉬는 날은 항상 이렇게 밥 먹고 저녁 먹고 노을 지는 시간 맞춰가지고 이렇게 구경하러 나오려고 하고 있어요. 하려고 하는 게 아니라 매일 그렇습니다. 제 노을 스팟들이 몇 군데 있고 궁금하신 분들은 저한테 연락 주세요. 제가 데리러 같이 데리고 가주겠습니다. 짧게 근황 보고를 하자면 이스터 주간을 잘 마쳤고, 그리고 아무래도 매장에서 쓰는 말만 쓰다 보니까 영어가 좀 정체되어 있는 느낌을 받았거든요. 그래서 그 정체되어 있는 느낌이 갑갑할 때쯤 타이밍이 딱 좋게 또 캠블리에서 연락이 왔습니다. 지금 2번째 협업이고요. 캠블리를 또 소개할 수 있게 되어서 정말 기쁩니다. 그래서 이렇게 노을 구경하고 저녁에는 수업을 들어요. 그 하루 30분 그 수업이 되게 여러 가지로 배우는 것도 많고 자극되는 것도 많고, 당연히 새로 배우는 것들, 내가 너무 당연하게 실수하고 넘어갔던 것들, 혹은 틀린 건 알겠는데 제가 그냥 귀찮아서 계속 틀리게 쓰던 것들, 이런 것들을 한번 탁 알려주는 역할을 톡톡히 하고 있는 것 같습니다. 나불나불 하다 보니까 벌써 해가 다 져서 얼굴이 안 보이네요. 조금만 더 구경하다가 수업하러 가보려고요. 제가 어제 이 수업에서 처음 본 사람한테 제 이야기를 참 많이도 했더라고요. 근데 그게 나쁘지 않았어요. 그리고 여러분들에게도 나의 이야기를 알려드리고 싶다 해서 수업 영상을 조금 가져와 봤습니다.
That's so cool. So you were an actor in South Korea. You've done acting work or training?
I don't think I would proudly say I was professional actor
Okay.
because I haven't done much. But I've acted in English in Korea, which is they have like a little community, foreign actors who speaks English as their mother tongue. They had an open audition and I applied for it. Does it make sense? I auditioned.
Auditioned, yeah.
And then my English was not like this. I'm still working on my English. At the time, it was so not that good, not good enough to act in English. My accents are mixed, and I don't know, I was very nervous. But then thankfully I got called from one of the directors. I started working with them, so I've had like 3 plays with them.
So why did you join this company that was in English? Like, even if you weren't so confident in your English, because acting in another language is something I would love to do, but it terrifies me. I don't think I could do that.
Yeah, I know. But like my favorite 2 things is speaking English and acting. Like theaters. I just brought acting in English in my bucket list and then figured out they are having audition, and then I just give it a go, and I regretted doing it after finishing my audition, but ended up being a very good opportunity for me.
That's super. Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. I'm always fighting against like my heart and my head. Having an acting career is a little bit ambitious and complicated, but it's something I love and something I'm passionate about. So yeah, whether it's my career or not, I always hope to be performing in some way, you know? But what about you, Chaewon? Are you still involved in theatre performing in Australia?
No, not really, unfortunately. Actually, I started my YouTube channel since I came to Australia. So it feels like when you are an actor, you have to audition for a certain play and then you have to get picked by a director or by a company or by a theater. Then somehow I feel like, why do I have to be chosen? I want to make my own thing, own story, and I think I'm capable of doing that. So why don't I just like start my channel and then, I don't know, make my story? So that's why I've started my YouTube channel. But now I'm just like vlogging my life in Australia, like how to survive as a foreigner, like non-speaking, non-English speaker. And I kind of loved it, right? Yeah, I really love acting still, but like I want to try something different while I am here. So yeah, I think I just like keep postponing. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. It makes sense. Yeah, I totally agree with you. It doesn't have to be my full-time career. Like, I think, you know, people feel that if they can't make their passion their career, like they've failed in some way, because people always sell you this dream of like, you know, you have to do what you love. You have to do your passion full time. And yeah, like some people can do that and that's amazing, but it's not possible for everybody to do that. You know, that's not how the world works. So at least if it's something that you still get to do and it gets to be a part of your life, that's going to bring you a lot of joy and keep you happy. So that's kind of what I want to do. But obviously I think it's important to try at least to make it your career, find a way. And that's, you know, helping me to maybe get to where I want, or at least it's, you know, satisfying me in some way in that creative area. And they're like, yeah, Australia's never appealed to me, but then I came here and the life is so good. So what's your 2 cents? What would you say?
I live in Brisbane at the moment, and I think Brisbane is my favorite city. I actually haven't been to Melbourne, haven't been to Sydney, but just like the weather and the people are so lovely. So I think that's it for me to like to live, because I feel like I'm surrounded with happy people, a lot of sun, and now I don't have to be acting to be happy. Everything's so fine. Like even if I'm working as a waiter, it makes me happy. And even I'm just like walking on the street, people look very happy, having a smile on the face every time. It's just like, you know, this is something very different from where I am from. In Seoul, like it's really hard to find someone who has a smile every single time in public, because they're more like, if you get to know them, they would be totally different people, but then as a stranger they will like have a long face, because they have like a, I don't know, like a little bit longer boundaries for strangers, I would say. So it's like different culture.
Yeah, I can imagine. I've like, for example, I had one student and he told me the biggest culture shock for him was when he went to the US to live there for a while, and people just make conversation with him or small talk on the street. And he was like, what the hell? Why are you talking to me? You know? So yeah, people have more boundaries.
I love small talks. I love small talks. I love how are you thing. Even they say how are you means nothing. You just like, you don't really say how really you are, but still that's like a little brick to break the boundaries for me. So I always try to make a little small talk to my customers, and that actually makes the time special. You never know before you say how are you to them. So I really like it in that way to live here. And weather's so good, sky is beautiful, because I'm like a sunset hunter. I really like, not like the moment the sun sets. I just like the sky and the atmosphere between the sky gets into pink and to like deep blue color. Those moments are like my favorite. So I just want to be outside in that moment. And in Korea, like recently, we have a very poor air quality from for so many reasons. So it's really hard to find like a nice blue clear sky to watch like a really good sunset. So it's very unique. In here, it's not too unique, like it's not rare, so I can enjoy whenever I want. So I can focus on what I have to do, because I know it's gonna happen tomorrow, even if I miss this moment, but I can see that sunset tomorrow. But in Korea, when you have like a beautiful sky once in a while, then I have to go outside. So for me, like working in the office or like working inside when the outside is so pretty and everything, that make me feel so sad. So
Yeah. And what
I
type
think
of
that's a really,
no,
really
that's
freaking- yeah,
that
Korea
is a
really
really I totally relate to that. It's a beautiful city. Like the quality of life here is so much better than my home country. So I like a lot of aspects of the life here. I would like to like really expand my language, like learn more, improve my Spanish, and get to that point, because I think that that's like a huge personal achievement, you know, when you and
True,
it's very
yeah.
a lot of satisfaction. Like you mentioned, you know, being able to make friends and through a different language and everything like that. Like Irish people tend to go to English speaking countries, but they don't realize like how amazing it is to try to like learn a new language and navigate life in a different language. Like it's a beautiful thing. So there are a lot of possibilities.
이 튜터랑은 이야기가 너무 잘 통하고 공통점이 많아서 제가 30분 수업을 처음 하고 뒤에 뭐 또 일정 있어? 나 30분 더 해도 돼? 이래서 내리 1시간을 그냥 수다를 떨었어요. 무슨 진짜 친구 만난 것처럼. 끝나고 목이 진짜 마를 정도로요. 그리고 수업하고 나서 기분 좋은 자극들을 많이 느꼈습니다.
It's called, I'll write it down, tall poppy syndrome. And the idea is that if one flower gets higher than all the other flowers, the other flowers cut it down to bring it down to the same height. So it seems like a lot of these people, they're watching. I mean, you're putting yourself online, you're speaking English, you're practicing, talking to foreigners, and then you get one compliment from a foreigner saying, "Wow, your English is really good," and all the comments are trying to pull you down. They're saying, "Oh no, he's not being honest with you. He only means this instead. He means this instead. It's not honest." That's horrible. That's horrible for you, and it's horrible for me.
You didn't. I know you didn't even say my English is good.
You know, when I tell some of my stories in English, the situations I've had or the feelings I felt are shaped into new forms. Like, it's gone through me in my mother tongue, and I redigest it in a different way. And it gives me heaps of inspiration and consolation. So these are one of the many reasons I could keep on studying English.
캠블리가 영어 공부 앱이긴 하지만 저한테는 수업 하나하나가 귀한 기회라는 생각이 들더라고요. 현재 40% 할인 프로모션 중이니까 궁금하신 분들은 더보기란 확인해주세요. 다른 언어를 배워서 삶을 항해하는 것이 얼마나 멋진 일인지 라고 말했던 게 자꾸 기억에 남더라고요. 언어 공부를 하시는 모든 분들을 저도 그와 똑같은 마음으로 응원을 하고 싶습니다. 그러니까 우리 남들이 하는 말에 너무 신경 쓰고 너무 주눅 들지 말고 우리가 하고 싶은 것들, 뭐 그게 영어든 연기든 워홀이든 아니면 뭐 유튜브건 유튜브건 그냥 신나게 우리 하고 싶은 거 같이 해나가 봐요.